In the cradle of civilization, where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers embraced the fertile lands of Mesopotamia, a rich tapestry of myths and legends was woven, shaping the worldview of the ancient Sumerians. Among the pantheon of powerful deities and epic tales, the story of Kor, the silent halls of the underworld, and Ereshkigal, the formidable queen who collects shadows, stands as a haunting testament to the Sumerian understanding of life, death, and the mysteries that lie beyond. Tonight, we delve into this ancient realm where shadows dance and secrets slumber, guided by the whispers of forgotten gods and the echoes of a civilization long past. Our journey begins with the creation of the cosmos, as envisioned by the Sumerians. In the primordial void, before the existence of heaven and earth, there was only Namu, the boundless sea that birthed all things. From Namu emerged in the god of the sky, and Ki, the goddess of the earth. Their union brought forth Enlil, the god of the wind, who separated heaven and earth, creating the world as we know it. But beneath the earth, in the silent depths, lay Kor, the underworld, a realm of shadows and eternal slumber. Kor was not merely a geographical location. It was a fundamental aspect of the Sumerian cosmos, a place of no return where the spirits of the dead resided for eternity. Kor was a dark and desolate realm, a mirror image of the world above, but devoid of light and life. It was a place of dust and silence, where the only sounds were the mournful whispers of the dead. The Sumerians believed that after death, the soul, or Giddim, would journey to Kor, where it would spend eternity in a state of perpetual twilight. The journey to Kor was fraught with peril, as the soul had to navigate treacherous paths and evade the watchful eyes of demons and spirits. To aid the soul in its journey, the living would provide offerings of food and drink, ensuring that the deceased would not suffer in the afterlife. At the heart of Kor reigned Ereshkigal, the queen of the underworld, a goddess of immense power and authority. Ereshkigal was not a benevolent ruler. She was a stern and unforgiving sovereign who demanded absolute obedience from her subjects. Her palace was a fortress of shadows, guarded by fearsome demons and surrounded by a moat of fire. Within its walls, she presided over the fate of the dead, dispensing justice and ensuring that the laws of the underworld were upheld. Ereshkigal was a complex and enigmatic figure, both feared and respected by the Sumerians. She was a symbol of death and decay, but also of rebirth and transformation. Her story is a reminder that even in the darkest of realms, there is always the potential for renewal. The myths surrounding Ereshkigal are filled with drama and intrigue, reflecting the Sumerian understanding of the cyclical nature of life and death. One of the most famous tales is the descent of Inanna, the Queen of Heaven, into the underworld. Inanna, driven by a thirst for power and a desire to conquer death, decided to visit her sister Ereshkigal in Kor. Before embarking on her journey, Inanna instructed her minister Ninshubert to seek help from the gods if she did not return after 3 days. She adorned herself in her finest garments and jewels, symbols of her divine authority, and descended into the underworld, unaware of the dangers that awaited her. As Inanna passed through the 7 gates of Kor, she was forced to remove one item of clothing at each gate, symbolizing the stripping away of her power and identity. By the time she reached Ereshkigal's throne room, she was completely naked and vulnerable. Ereshkigal, enraged by her sister's audacity, condemned Inanna to death and transformed her into a corpse, hanging her on a hook on the wall. For 3 days, Inanna remained lifeless, plunging the world above into chaos and despair. Crops withered, animals ceased to reproduce, and the land was shrouded in darkness. Ninshubber, following Inanna's instructions, pleaded with the gods for her return. Enki, the god of wisdom, took pity on Inanna and sent 2 sexless beings to revive her with the food and water of life. Inanna was resurrected, but she could not leave the underworld without providing a substitute to take her place. As Inanna ascended from Kor, she was accompanied by a horde of demons who demanded a replacement for her. One by one, they encountered Inanna's loyal servants and ministers, but Inanna refused to let them be taken. Finally, they arrived at the city of Kalaba, where they found Dumuzi, Inanna's husband, sitting on his throne, oblivious to her plight. Enraged by his indifference, Inanna decreed that Dumuzi should be taken to the underworld in her place. Dumuzi pleaded with the sun god Utu to transform him into a snake, allowing him to escape the demons. Utu granted his wish, but the demons eventually captured him and dragged him to Kor. Dumuzi's sister, Jeshtananna, volunteered to spend half of the year in the underworld in his place, allowing Dumuzi to return to the world above for the other half. This myth explains the Sumerian belief in the cyclical nature of the seasons, with Dumuzi's descent into the underworld representing the barren winter months and his return symbolizing the fertile spring season. The story of Inanna's descent into the underworld is a powerful metaphor for the human experience of facing death and the unknown. It reminds us that even the most powerful and divine beings are not immune to the inevitability of death, and that true strength lies in accepting our mortality. Ereshkigal, as the queen of the underworld, embodies the power and mystery of death, reminding us that it is a natural part of the cycle of life. The Sumerians believed that by understanding and respecting the realm of the dead, they could gain a deeper understanding of the world around them. Beyond the myths and legends, the Sumerian understanding of Kor and Ereshkigal reveals a sophisticated understanding of the human psyche and the challenges of existence. The underworld represents the unconscious mind, a realm of shadows and hidden desires, while Ereshkigal embodies the fears and anxieties that lurk within us. By confronting these fears and embracing the darkness within, we can achieve a greater sense of wholeness and self-awareness. The Sumerian myths serve as a reminder that even in the face of death and despair, there is always hope for renewal and transformation. The legacy of Sumerian mythology continues to resonate today, influencing our understanding of the world and our place within it. The stories of Kur and Ereshkigal offer a glimpse into the ancient world, reminding us of the enduring power of myth and the importance of understanding our shared human history. As we drift off to sleep tonight, let us remember the silent halls of Kur and the queen who collects shadows, and may their stories guide us on our own journeys into the depths of the unconscious mind. The Sumerian vision of the cosmos was not limited to the realms of gods and mortals. It extended to the intricate workings of the universe itself. They believed that the world was governed by a set of immutable laws, known as the Mi, which dictated everything from the movement of the stars to the behavior of humans. These Mi were held by Enlil, the god of the wind, who was responsible for maintaining order in the cosmos. The Sumerians saw themselves as integral parts of this cosmic order, with a duty to uphold the Mi and maintain harmony in the world. The Sumerian understanding of time was also deeply intertwined with their mythology. They believed that time was cyclical, with events repeating themselves in an endless loop. This belief is reflected in their calendar system, which was based on the cycles of the moon and the stars. The Sumerians saw the past, present, and future as interconnected, with the events of the past influencing the present and the present shaping the future. This cyclical view of time is also evident in their myths, which often feature recurring themes and characters. The Sumerian myths were not merely stories. They were a way of understanding the world and their place within it. They provided explanations for natural phenomena, moral guidance, and a sense of connection to the past. The myths were passed down through generations, ensuring that the Sumerian worldview would endure. Even today, the echoes of Sumerian mythology can be heard in our own stories and beliefs, reminding us of the enduring power of myth to shape our understanding of the world. In the realm of Sumerian magic and ritual, the priests and priestesses played a crucial role in mediating between the world of the gods and the world of humans. They were responsible for performing rituals, interpreting omens, and providing guidance to the people. The Sumerians believed that the gods could be influenced through ritual, and that by performing the correct ceremonies, they could ensure good fortune and avert disaster. The priests and priestesses were highly respected members of Sumerian society, often holding positions of great power and influence. The Sumerians also believed in the power of amulets and charms to protect against evil spirits and bring good luck. These amulets were often inscribed with magical symbols and spells, believed to ward off harm. The Sumerians wore these amulets as a form of protection, believing that they could shield them from the dangers of the world. The use of amulets and charms is a testament to the Sumerian belief in the power of the unseen world and the importance of protecting themselves from its forces. The Sumerian understanding of medicine was also intertwined with their mythology. They believed that illness was caused by evil spirits, and that by performing the correct rituals and using the right remedies, they could teach you spirits and restore health. Sumerian doctors were skilled in the use of herbs and other natural remedies, and they also employed magical spells and incantations to heal their patients. The Sumerian approach to medicine reflects their holistic view of the world, in which the physical and spiritual realms were interconnected. The Sumerian legacy extends far beyond their myths and legends. It encompasses a wide range of achievements in mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. They developed a sophisticated system of writing, known as cuneiform, which allowed them to record their history, laws, and literature. They also made significant advances in mathematics, developing a base 60-number system that is still used today to measure time and angles. In astronomy, the Sumerians were able to predict eclipses and track the movements of the planets, demonstrating their advanced knowledge of the cosmos. Their engineering skills are evident in their impressive irrigation systems and monumental architecture, which transformed the landscape of Mesopotamia. The discovery of Sumerian civilization in the 19th century revolutionized our understanding of human history. Archaeologists unearthed ancient cities, temples, and palaces, revealing the richness and complexity of Sumerian culture. The decipherment of cuneiform writing opened up a treasure trove of information about Sumerian society, religion, and mythology. The Sumerian civilization is now recognized as one of the most important and influential civilizations in human history, laying the foundation for many of the innovations and achievements that followed. The study of Sumerian mythology continues to fascinate scholars and researchers today. New discoveries are constantly being made, shedding light on the mysteries of Sumerian culture and religion. The Sumerian myths offer a window into the ancient world, reminding us of the enduring power of myth to shape our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. As we continue to explore the depths of Sumerian mythology, we gain a deeper appreciation for the ingenuity and creativity of this remarkable civilization. The impact of Sumerian mythology can be seen in the later mythologies of Mesopotamia, including those of the Babylonians and Assyrians. Many of the Sumerian gods and goddesses were adopted by these later civilizations, often with slight variations in their names and attributes. The stories of the Sumerian heroes and kings were also retold and adapted, ensuring that their legacy would endure. The Sumerian mythology served as a foundation for the development of Mesopotamian culture and religion, shaping the worldview of the people who lived in this region for centuries. The Sumerian influence can also be seen in the Hebrew Bible, particularly in the stories of the creation and the flood. The Sumerian creation myth, in which the world is created from the primordial waters, bears a striking resemblance to the creation story in Genesis. The Sumerian story of the Great Flood, in which the gods send a deluge to destroy humanity, also has parallels in the biblical account of Noah's Ark and Sah. These similarities suggest that the Hebrew Bible may have been influenced by Sumerian mythology, either directly or indirectly. The study of Sumerian mythology also sheds light on the development of human consciousness and the evolution of religious beliefs. The Sumerian myths reflect a deep understanding of the human psyche, exploring themes such as love, loss, death, and the search for meaning. The Sumerian gods and goddesses represent different aspects of human nature, both good and bad. By studying these myths, we can gain a better understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. The Sumerian legacy is a testament to the enduring power of human creativity and imagination. Their myths and legends continue to inspire and challenge us, reminding us of the importance of understanding our past and shaping our future. As we drift off to sleep tonight, let us remember the silent halls of Kor and the queen who collects shadows, and may their stories guide us on our own journeys of self-discovery. Imagine the vast, starlit sky over ancient Sumer, where the constellations whispered secrets to those who dared to listen. The Sumerians, keen observers of the heavens, saw the divine reflected in the celestial dance of the stars and planets. They believed that the movements of these celestial bodies influenced events on Earth, and they developed a sophisticated system of astrology to interpret their meaning. The priests and priestesses, skilled in the art of divination, would study the stars and offer guidance to the people, helping them to navigate the challenges of life. The Sumerian temples, known as ziggurats, were not only places of worship, but also centers of learning and knowledge. These towering structures, built of mud brick, were designed to resemble mountains, symbolizing the connection between heaven and earth. The priests and priestesses would ascend the ziggurats to perform rituals and make offerings to the gods, seeking their favor and protection. The ziggurats were also used as observatories, allowing the Sumerians to track the movements of the stars and planets with great accuracy. The Sumerian society was highly structured, with a clear hierarchy of social classes. At the top were the kings and priests, who held the most power and influence. Below them were the scribes, merchants, and artisans, who played important roles in the economy and administration of the state. At the bottom were the farmers and laborers, who provided the food and resources that sustained the society. The Sumerian society was based on a system of reciprocal obligations, with each class having a responsibility to contribute to the well-being of the whole. The Sumerian legal system was one of the earliest known examples of a codified system of laws. The Code of Uarnimo, dating back to the 21st century BC, outlined a set of laws and punishments for various crimes and offenses. The code was based on the principle of retribution, with punishments often mirroring the crimes committed. However, the code also included provisions for compensation and restitution, recognizing the importance of fairness and justice. The Sumerian economy was based on agriculture, with farmers cultivating crops such as barley, wheat, and dates. The Sumerians developed sophisticated irrigation systems to water their fields, allowing them to produce abundant harvests. They also engaged in trade, exchanging goods with other civilizations in the region. The Sumerian economy was highly productive, allowing them to support a large population and build impressive cities. The Sumerian art and literature reflect their rich cultural heritage. They produced exquisite sculptures, pottery, and jewelry, often depicting scenes from their myths and legends. The Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest known works of literature, tells the story of a Sumerian king who embarks on a quest for immortality. The epic explores themes of friendship, loss, and the search for meaning, offering insights into the Sumerian worldview. The Sumerian language, a linguistic isolate, remains a mystery to scholars. It is unrelated to any other known language, making it difficult to decipher its origins and evolution. The Sumerian language was written in cuneiform, a system of wedge-shaped characters that were impressed into clay tablets. The decipherment of cuneiform in the 19th century opened up a wealth of information about Sumerian culture and history. The Sumerian civilization eventually declined due to a combination of factors, including environmental degradation, political instability, and external invasions. The salinization of the soil, caused by over-irrigation, reduced agricultural productivity, leading to food shortages and economic decline. The Sumerian city-states were constantly at war with each other, weakening their ability to resist external threats. The Akkadians, led by Sargon the Great, conquered Sumer in the 24th century BC, bringing an end to Sumerian independence. Despite their decline, the Sumerians left an indelible mark on human history. Their innovations in writing, mathematics, astronomy, and engineering laid the foundation for many of the achievements that followed. Their myths and legends continue to inspire and challenge us, reminding us of the enduring power of human creativity and imagination. As we drift off to sleep tonight, let us remember the silent halls of Kor and the queen who collects shadows, and may their stories guide us on our own journeys of self-discovery and exploration. And as we close our eyes, let's delve deeper into the legacy of Sumer, a civilization whose echoes resonate even in our modern world. Consider, for instance, the concept of the wheel. While its origins are debated, the Sumerians were among the first to utilize it extensively, not just for transportation, but also for pottery, making, and irrigation systems. Imagine the transformative impact of this simple invention. Before the wheel, everything had to be carried, dragged, or floated. The wheel allowed for the movement of goods over greater distances, facilitating trade and the exchange of ideas. This, in turn, fostered economic growth and cultural diffusion. The potter's wheel enabled the creation of more uniform and elaborate pottery, while the water wheel harnessed the power of rivers to irrigate fields, increasing agricultural yields. It's a testament to human ingenuity, a reminder that even the simplest ideas can have profound consequences. The Sumerians also made significant contributions to the field of mathematics. They developed a base 60-number system, which is still used today in measuring time: 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, and angles 360 degrees in a circle. This system, while seemingly arbitrary, has several advantages. The number 60 is highly divisible, allowing for easy calculations involving fractions. This was particularly useful for managing resources, calculating taxes, and constructing buildings. Imagine trying to divide a field equally among 3 farmers using only a base 10 system. With a base 60 system, the calculations become much simpler. This mathematical prowess also enabled the Sumerians to develop sophisticated systems of measurement, allowing them to accurately survey land, design buildings, and navigate waterways. Their understanding of geometry and algebra laid the groundwork for future advancements in mathematics and science. Beyond mathematics, the Sumerians were keen observers of the heavens. They developed a sophisticated system of astronomy, mapping the constellations and tracking the movements of the planets. They believed that the celestial bodies influenced human affairs, and their observations were used to create calendars and predict eclipses. Imagine looking up at the night sky thousands of years ago without the benefit of telescopes or modern scientific understanding. The Sumerians saw patterns and connections, developing a complex system of beliefs about the cosmos. Their astrological observations were not merely superstition. They were based on careful observation and mathematical calculation. They understood the cyclical nature of the seasons and the importance of aligning agricultural practices with the movements of the stars. This knowledge was passed down through generations, shaping their culture and worldview. Their legacy in astronomy is undeniable, as many of the constellations we recognize today were first identified and named by the Sumerians. Consider their architectural innovations. The ziggurats, massive stepped pyramids, were not just temples but also centers of political and economic power. These towering structures dominated the Sumerian landscape, serving as a visual reminder of the authority of the priests and rulers. Imagine the sheer scale of these structures, built without the aid of modern machinery. Each brick was made by hand, and the construction required a massive amount of labor and resources. The ziggurats were not just impressive feats of engineering. They were also symbols of the Sumerians' ambition and their belief in the power of the gods. They served as a link between the earthly realm and the divine, a place where humans could communicate with the gods and seek their favor. The ziggurats are a testament to the Sumerians' ingenuity and their ability to organize and mobilize large populations to achieve ambitious goals. The Sumerians also excelled in the art of irrigation. Living in a region with unpredictable rainfall, they developed sophisticated systems of canals and levees to manage water resources and ensure a stable food supply. Imagine the challenges of farming in a desert environment. The Sumerians faced drought, floods, and salinization, all of which threatened their crops. To overcome these challenges, they developed intricate irrigation systems that diverted water from the Tigris and Euphrates rivers to their fields. These systems required careful planning, construction, and maintenance, but they allowed the Sumerians to cultivate large areas of land and produce abundant harvests. Their mastery of irrigation transformed the landscape, turning arid plains into fertile farmland. This agricultural surplus allowed them to support a large population and develop a complex society. The Sumerian irrigation systems are a testament to their adaptability and their ability to harness the power of nature for their own benefit. The concept of the city-state, a hallmark of Sumerian civilization, represents a unique form of political organization. Each city, such as Uruk, and Lagash, functioned as an independent political entity with its own ruler, laws, and customs. Imagine a collection of independent kingdoms, each vying for power and resources. The Sumerian city-states were constantly at war with each other, competing for land, water, and trade routes. This competition, while often destructive, also spurred innovation and development. Each city-state sought to outdo its rivals in terms of military strength, economic prosperity, and cultural achievement. This led to the construction of impressive buildings, the development of new technologies, and the flourishing of art and literature. The Sumerian city-states were a microcosm of human society, a complex and dynamic system of cooperation and competition. The Sumerian pantheon of gods and goddesses provides a fascinating glimpse into their worldview. And the god of the sky, Enlil, the god of the wind and storms, and Enki, the god of wisdom and water, were among the most important deities in the Sumerian pantheon. Imagine a world where the gods were intimately involved in human affairs. The Sumerians believed that the gods controlled the forces of nature and that they could influence human destiny. They offered sacrifices and prayers to the gods in order to appease them and secure their favor. The myths and legends of the Sumerian gods and goddesses are full of drama, intrigue, and moral lessons. They tell stories of creation, destruction, and redemption, offering insights into the Sumerians' understanding of the world and their place in it. The Epic of Gilgamesh, a literary masterpiece from ancient Mesopotamia, offers profound insights into the human condition. The story of Gilgamesh, a legendary king of Uruk, and his quest for immortality explores themes of friendship, loss, and the search for meaning. Imagine a powerful king, driven by ambition and fear of death. Gilgamesh embarks on a perilous journey to find the secret of eternal life, encountering many challenges and setbacks along the way. Through his experiences, he learns the importance of friendship, the inevitability of death, and the value of living a meaningful life. The Epic of Gilgamesh is not just a story. It is a reflection on the human experience, a reminder of our mortality and the importance of making the most of our time on Earth. It's a timeless tale that continues to resonate with readers today. The Sumerian legal system, with its codified laws and emphasis on justice, represents a significant step forward in the development of human civilization. The Coda of Uarnamu, one of the oldest known legal codes, outlines a set of laws and punishments for various crimes and offenses. Imagine a society governed by a set of written rules designed to ensure fairness and order. The Code of Uarnamu was based on the principle of retribution, but it also included provisions for compensation and restitution. This shows that the Sumerians understood the importance of balancing justice with mercy. Their legal system was not perfect, but it represented a significant effort to create a more just and equitable society. It laid the foundation for future legal systems and helped to shape our understanding of law and justice. The Sumerian language, a linguistic isolate, presents a unique challenge to scholars. Its origins remain a mystery, and its relationship to other languages is unknown. Imagine trying to decipher a language that has no known relatives. The Sumerian language was written in cuneiform, a system of wedge-shaped characters that were impressed into clay tablets. The decipherment of cuneiform in the 19th century opened up a wealth of information about Sumerian culture and history. However, the Sumerian language itself remains a puzzle. Its grammar and vocabulary are unlike those of any other known language. This makes it difficult to understand the nuances of Sumerian thought and culture. Despite these challenges, scholars continue to study the Sumerian language, hoping to unlock its secrets and gain a deeper understanding of this remarkable civilization. The decline of Sumerian civilization, due to a combination of environmental degradation, political instability, and external invasions, serves as a cautionary tale. The salinization of the soil, caused by over-irrigation, reduced agricultural productivity, leading to food shortages and economic decline. Imagine a once thriving civilization slowly succumbing to environmental pressures. The Sumerians' reliance on irrigation, while initially successful, ultimately led to the degradation of their land. The buildup of salt in the soil made it difficult to grow crops, leading to food shortages and economic hardship. This environmental crisis was compounded by political instability and external invasions. The Sumerian city-states were constantly at war with each other, weakening their ability to resist external threats. The Akkadians, led by Sargon the Great, conquered Sumer in the 24th century BC, bringing an end to Sumerian independence. The fall of Sumer serves as a reminder of the fragility of civilization and the importance of sustainable practices. Even now, consider the lasting legacy of Sumer. Their innovations in writing, mathematics, astronomy, and engineering laid the foundation for many of the achievements that followed. Their myths and legends continue to inspire and challenge us, reminding us of the enduring power of human creativity and imagination. Imagine a world without writing, without mathematics, without astronomy. The Sumerians' contributions to these fields were fundamental to the development of human civilization. They invented the first writing system, developed a sophisticated system of mathematics, and made significant advances in astronomy. Their legacy continues to shape our world today. As we drift off to sleep, let us remember the silent halls of Kor and the queen who collects shadows, and may their stories guide us on our own journeys of self-discovery and exploration. Let the echoes of Sumerian ingenuity and imagination fill our dreams, inspiring us to create, to discover, and to leave our own indelible mark on the world. And as the night deepens, let's ponder on the concept of Kor itself, that shadowy underworld of Sumerian mythology. It wasn't simply a place of death, but rather a primordial void, a realm of both terror and potential. Imagine a vast, silent expanse, devoid of light and warmth, where the souls of the departed lingered. This was Kor, a place beyond the reach of the living, a realm ruled by the stern goddess Ereshkigal. But Kor was also more than just an afterlife. It was the source of creation, the womb from which the universe was born. This duality, the simultaneous existence of death and potential, is a recurring theme in mythology across cultures. It reflects our own understanding of the cyclical nature of life and death, the constant process of creation and destruction that shapes the world around us. Kor, in its silent darkness, reminds us that even in the face of death, there is always the possibility of rebirth and renewal. Ereshkigal, the queen of the underworld, embodies this duality. She is often depicted as a fearsome and unyielding goddess, but she is also a figure of profound wisdom and power. Imagine a queen ruling over a realm of shadows, a place where the laws of the living no longer apply. Ereshkigal is the ultimate authority in Kor, the judge of the dead and the guardian of its secrets. She is a figure of both awe and fear, a reminder of the power of death and the mysteries of the afterlife. But Ereshkigal is also a figure of compassion, offering solace and guidance to the souls who enter her realm. She represents the transformative power of death, the process of letting go of the old and embracing the new. In her role as queen, she maintains the balance between life and death, ensuring that the cycle continues unbroken. Her shadows remind us that darkness is not always evil, but can also be a source of wisdom and strength. The myths surrounding Kor and Ereshkigal often involve journeys and transformations. The descent of Inanna, the Queen of Heaven, into Kor is one such tale. Imagine a goddess, radiant and powerful, voluntarily entering the realm of death. Inanna's journey is a metaphor for the human experience, the challenges we face, and the transformations we undergo throughout our lives. She strips herself of her earthly possessions, one by one, as she descends into the underworld, symbolizing the shedding of ego and the acceptance of vulnerability. In Kor, she confronts Ereshkigal, her dark sister, and is ultimately killed and hung on a hook. This symbolic death represents the ultimate sacrifice, the complete surrender of the self. However, Inanna is eventually resurrected, thanks to the intervention of Enki, the god of wisdom. Her resurrection symbolizes the triumph of life over death, the possibility of renewal and transformation. Her journey reminds us that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope for a new beginning. The concept of shadows, so closely associated with Kor and Ereshkigal, is a powerful symbol in many cultures. Shadows represent the hidden aspects of ourselves, the parts of our personality that we often try to suppress or deny. Imagine your own shadow following you wherever you go, a constant reminder of your darker side. These shadows are not necessarily evil. They can also be the source of our creativity, our passion, and our strength. Embracing our shadows allows us to become more whole, more authentic, and more compassionate. Ereshkigal, as the queen who collects shadows, reminds us that even the darkest aspects of ourselves deserve to be acknowledged and integrated. She teaches us that true wisdom comes from accepting all parts of ourselves, both light and dark. The Sumerian myths, though ancient, continue to resonate with us today. They offer insights into the human condition, the mysteries of the universe, and the enduring power of storytelling. As we drift off to sleep, let us carry these stories with us, allowing them to shape our dreams and inspire our imaginations. Let the silent halls of Kur and the Queen who collects shadows remind us of the cyclical nature of life and death, the importance of embracing our shadows, and the enduring power of hope. May our dreams be filled with wonder and insight, and may we awaken with a renewed appreciation for the beauty and mystery of the world around us. The very act of storytelling, so central to Sumerian culture, is a powerful tool for understanding ourselves and our place in the universe. Stories allow us to explore complex themes, grapple with difficult questions, and connect with others on a deeper level. Imagine sitting around a fire, listening to a storyteller weave a tale of gods and goddesses, heroes, and monsters. These stories are not just entertainment. They are a way of transmitting knowledge, values, and beliefs from one generation to the next. They help us to make sense of the world around us and to find meaning in our lives. The Sumerian myths, passed down through centuries, are a testament to the enduring power of storytelling. They remind us that even in the face of adversity, we can find strength and inspiration in the stories we tell ourselves and each other. The cuneiform writing system, invented by the Sumerians, revolutionized communication and record-keeping. Imagine trying to manage a complex society without the ability to write. The Sumerians developed cuneiform as a way to keep track of agricultural production, trade transactions, and legal agreements. This allowed them to organize their society more efficiently and to preserve their knowledge for future generations. Cuneiform was not just a practical tool, it was also a work of art. The wedge-shaped characters, impressed into clay tablets, were carefully crafted and arranged, creating beautiful and intricate patterns. The decipherment of cuneiform in the 19th century opened up a window into the Sumerian world, allowing us to read their stories, understand their beliefs, and appreciate their achievements. The development of agriculture in Sumer was a pivotal moment in human history. Imagine a world where humans were constantly on the move, searching for food and shelter. The Sumerians were among the first to domesticate plants and animals, allowing them to settle in one place and cultivate the land. This led to the development of villages, towns, and eventually cities. Agriculture provided a stable food supply, which in turn allowed for the growth of population and the development of specialized labor. The Sumerian civilization, with its complex social structures, its impressive architecture, and its rich culture, was made possible by the development of agriculture. It was a transformation that changed the course of human history. The Sumerians' understanding of engineering and construction is evident in their impressive ziggurats and irrigation systems. Imagine trying to build a massive pyramid without the aid of modern technology. The Sumerians used simple tools and techniques to move and shape stone, to build walls and arches, and to create intricate designs. Their ziggurats were not just impressive feats of engineering. They were also symbols of their power and their religious beliefs. The irrigation systems, with their canals and levees, transformed the landscape and allowed them to cultivate large areas of land. The Sumerians' engineering skills were essential to their success and their legacy. The Sumerians' contributions to mathematics and astronomy laid the foundation for future scientific advancements. Imagine trying to navigate the world without the ability to measure time or distance. The Sumerians developed a base 60-number system, which is still used today in measuring time and angles. They also made significant advances in astronomy, mapping the constellations and tracking the movements of the planets. Their knowledge of mathematics and astronomy allowed them to develop calendars, to predict eclipses, and to navigate the seas. The Sumerians' scientific achievements were a testament to their curiosity and their ingenuity. The Sumerian myths and legends offer a glimpse into their worldview and their understanding of the human condition. Imagine a world filled with gods and goddesses, heroes and monsters, creation and destruction. The Sumerian myths tell stories of the creation of the world, the origin of humanity, and the struggles between good and evil. These stories explore themes of love, loss, betrayal, and redemption. They offer insights into the Sumerians' beliefs about the afterlife, the nature of the universe, and the meaning of life. The Sumerian myths are a rich source of cultural and historical information, and they continue to inspire and challenge us today. As we continue to drift off to sleep, let us reflect on the enduring legacy of the Sumerians. Their innovations in writing, mathematics, astronomy, and engineering laid the foundation for many of the achievements that followed. Their myths and legends continue to inspire and challenge us, reminding us of the enduring power of human creativity and imagination. Let us remember the silent halls of Kor and the queen who collects shadows, and may their stories guide us on our own journeys of self-discovery and exploration. May our dreams be filled with wonder and insight, and may we awaken with a renewed appreciation for the beauty and mystery of the world around us. Let us now consider the practical aspects of Sumerian life, the daily routines, the challenges, and the innovations that shaped their existence. Imagine waking up in a Sumerian city thousands of years ago. The sun rises over the ziggurat, casting long shadows across the mud brick houses. The air is filled with the sounds of bustling activity, the cries of merchants, the clatter of tools, and the rhythmic pounding of grain. The average Sumerian day would have been filled with hard work, but also with moments of community and connection. Agriculture was the backbone of the Sumerian economy. Farmers toiled in the fields, cultivating crops such as barley, wheat, and dates. They relied on irrigation systems to water their crops, and they worked tirelessly to protect their fields from pests and floods. Imagine the back-breaking labor involved in tilling the soil, planting seeds, and harvesting crops by hand. The Sumerians developed innovative tools and techniques to improve their agricultural efficiency, such as the plow and the seed drill. Their success in agriculture allowed them to support a growing population and to develop a complex society. Craftsmen played an important role in Sumerian society. They produced pottery, textiles, metalwork, and other goods that were essential to daily life. Imagine the skill and artistry involved in creating these objects by hand. Potters shaped clay into vessels for storing food and water. Weavers spun wool into cloth for clothing, and metalworkers fashioned bronze into tools and weapons. These craftsmen were highly valued for their skills, and their products were traded throughout the region. Their craftsmanship is a testament to the Sumerians' ingenuity and their dedication to quality. Merchants facilitated trade both within and beyond the Sumerian city-states. They traveled to distant lands, exchanging goods such as grain, textiles, and metalwork for raw materials and luxury items. Imagine the risks and challenges involved in these long-distance voyages. Merchants faced bandits, pirates, and treacherous weather conditions. They relied on their knowledge of geography, language, and customs to navigate foreign lands and negotiate favorable trade agreements. Their trade networks connected Sumerian civilization to the wider world, fostering cultural exchange and economic growth. The Sumerian legal system provided a framework for resolving disputes and maintaining order. Judges presided over courts, hearing cases, and rendering judgments based on the code of Uar-Nammu and other legal precedents. Imagine the importance of having a fair and impartial system of justice. The Sumerian legal system was not perfect, but it represented a significant step forward in the development of human civilization. It provided a mechanism for resolving conflicts peacefully and for protecting the rights of individuals. Sumerian society was hierarchical, with a ruling class of priests and kings at the top, followed by scribes, merchants, and craftsmen, and finally by farmers and laborers. Imagine the inequalities inherent in this social structure. The ruling class controlled the resources and the power, while the lower classes toiled to support them. However, Sumerian society also recognized the importance of reciprocal obligations. Each class had a responsibility to contribute to the well-being of the whole. Sumerian religion played a central role in daily life. People worshipped a pantheon of gods and goddesses, offering sacrifices and prayers in hopes of securing their favor. Imagine the power of belief in shaping people's actions and attitudes. The Sumerians believed that the gods controlled the forces of nature and that they could influence human destiny. They built temples to honor the gods and to seek their guidance. Their religious beliefs provided a sense of meaning and purpose in their lives. Education was valued in Sumerian society, particularly for scribes who were responsible for maintaining records and administering the government. Scribes underwent rigorous training, learning to read and write cuneiform, to perform mathematical calculations, and to understand legal and administrative procedures. Imagine the importance of literacy in a complex society. Scribes were highly respected for their knowledge and their skills, and they played a crucial role in the functioning of the Sumerian state. The Sumerian civilization eventually declined due to a combination of factors, including environmental degradation, political instability, and external invasions. The salinization of the soil, caused by over-irrigation, reduced agricultural productivity, leading to food shortages and economic decline. The Sumerian city-states were constantly at war with each other, weakening their ability to resist external threats. The Akkadians, led by Sargon the Great, conquered Sumer in the 24th century BC, bringing an end to Sumerian independence. Despite their decline, the Sumerians left an indelible mark on human history. Their innovations in writing, mathematics, astronomy, and engineering laid the foundation for many of the achievements that followed. Their myths and legends continue to inspire and challenge us, reminding us of the enduring power of human creativity and imagination. As we drift off to sleep tonight, let us remember the silent halls of Kor and the queen who collects shadows, and may their stories guide us on our own journeys of self-discovery and exploration. May the echoes of Sumerian civilization resonate within us, inspiring us to create, to innovate, and to strive for a better world. As we slip further into slumber, let's consider the more esoteric aspects of Sumerian belief. Their understanding of the cosmos, their rituals, and their attempts to understand the very fabric of reality. Imagine a world where the boundaries between the physical and the spiritual were blurred, where the gods were ever present, and where magic was a tangible force. This was the world of the Sumerians, a world filled with mystery and wonder. The Sumerians believed in a complex cosmology with multiple layers of heaven and earth, and a vast underworld known as Kor. Imagine a universe teeming with spirits and deities, each with their own unique powers and responsibilities. The Sumerians saw the world as a living organism, interconnected and interdependent. They believed that the gods controlled the forces of nature and that they could influence human destiny. Rituals played an important role in Sumerian religion. Priests performed sacrifices and prayers to appease the gods and to seek their favor. Imagine the solemnity and the intensity of these rituals. The Sumerians believed that the gods needed to be nourished and honored in order to maintain the balance of the universe. They offered them food, drink, and precious objects as tokens of their devotion. These rituals were often accompanied by music, dance, and chanting, creating a powerful and immersive experience. Magic was also an integral part of Sumerian life. People used spells and incantations to protect themselves from evil spirits, to heal the sick, and to ensure good fortune. Imagine the power of belief in shaping reality. The Sumerians believed that certain words and actions could influence the course of events. They used magic to manipulate the forces of nature, to communicate with the gods, and to achieve their desired outcomes. The Sumerians were fascinated by the mysteries of death and the afterlife. They believed that the souls of the dead traveled to Kor, the underworld, where they lived a shadowy existence. Imagine the fear and the uncertainty surrounding death. The Sumerians sought to understand the fate of the soul after death, and they developed elaborate rituals to prepare the dead for their journey to the underworld. They buried their loved ones with food, drink, and other provisions to sustain them in the afterlife. The Sumerians also believed in the power of dreams. They saw dreams as a way to communicate with the gods and to gain insights into the future. Imagine the significance of interpreting dreams. The Sumerians believed that dreams could reveal hidden truths and provide guidance on important decisions. They consulted with priests and diviners to interpret their dreams and to understand their meaning. The Sumerians sought to understand the very nature of reality. They developed complex philosophical and theological systems to explain the origins of the universe, the nature of the gods, and the purpose of human existence. Imagine the intellectual curiosity that drove them to seek answers to these fundamental questions. The Sumerians were pioneers in the field of philosophy and theology, and their ideas influenced later civilizations. As we continue to descend into sleep, let us reflect on the spiritual legacy of the Sumerians. Their beliefs about the cosmos, their rituals, and their attempts to understand the very fabric of reality continue to inspire and intrigue us today. Let us remember the silent halls of Kor and the queen who collects shadows, and may their stories guide us on our own spiritual journeys. May our dreams be filled with wonder and insight, and may we awaken with a renewed appreciation for the mysteries of the universe. The influence of Sumerian mythology can be seen in many later cultures, including the Babylonians, the Assyrians, and the Greeks. Many of the Sumerian gods and goddesses were adopted and adapted by these cultures, and their myths and legends were retold and reinterpreted. Imagine the enduring power of these stories to transcend time and culture. The Sumerian myths have influenced art, literature, and religion for thousands of years, and they continue to resonate with us today. The story of the Great Flood, found in the Epic of Gilgamesh, is a prime example of the enduring influence of Sumerian mythology. This story, which tells of a devastating flood that wiped out most of humanity, is similar to the story of Noah's Ark in the Bible. Imagine the power of this story to capture the imagination of people across cultures and generations. The story of the Great Flood is a cautionary tale about the dangers of hubris and the importance of respecting the power of nature. The concept of the hero, as embodied by Gilgamesh, is another important legacy of Sumerian mythology. Gilgamesh is a complex and flawed character, but he's also a brave and resourceful leader who embarks on a quest for immortality. Imagine the appeal of this archetype of the hero. Gilgamesh represents the human capacity for both good and evil, and his story reminds us that even the most powerful individuals are not immune to the challenges and limitations of human existence. The Sumerians' emphasis on law and justice also had a profound influence on later cultures. The Code of Uarnamu, one of the oldest known legal codes, established a system of laws and punishments that were designed to ensure fairness and order. Imagine the importance of having a legal system that is based on principles of justice. The Sumerian legal system laid the foundation for later legal systems, including the Code of Hammurabi and the Roman legal system. The Sumerians' innovations in writing, mathematics, astronomy, and engineering also had a lasting impact on human civilization. Their cuneiform writing system revolutionized communication and record-keeping. Their base 60-number system is still used today in measuring time and angles. Their astronomical observations laid the foundation for later scientific advancements, and their engineering skills enabled them to build impressive cities and irrigation systems. Imagine the world without these innovations. The Sumerians' contributions to these fields were fundamental to the development of human civilization. As we approach the threshold of sleep, let us remember the profound and lasting legacy of the Sumerian civilization. Their innovations in writing, mathematics, astronomy, and engineering laid the foundation for many of the achievements that followed. Their myths and legends continue to inspire and challenge us, reminding us of the enduring power of human creativity and imagination. Let us remember the silent halls of Kor and the queen who collects shadows, and may their stories guide us on our own journeys of self-discovery and exploration. May our dreams be filled with wonder and insight, and may we awaken with a renewed appreciation for the beauty and mystery of the world around us. And now, let sleep gently claim us, carrying us away to the realm of dreams, where the echoes of Sumerian mythology continue to resonate. And now, let sleep gently claim us, carrying us away to the realm of dreams, where the echoes of Sumerian mythology continue to resonate. As we drift further into the embrace of Morpheus, let's consider the profound implications of the Sumerian worldview, a worldview that placed humanity in a precarious position between the divine and the chaotic. Their understanding of the cosmos, though limited by the scientific knowledge of their time, was remarkably sophisticated and reflected a deep sense of wonder and curiosity about the world around them. Imagine gazing up at the night sky thousands of years ago without the light pollution that obscures our view today, and try to make sense of the celestial patterns. The Sumerians saw the stars as divine beings, their movements influencing earthly events. They meticulously tracked these movements, laying the foundation for the development of astronomy and astrology. They believed that understanding the cosmos was key to understanding their place in the universe and to predicting the future. This pursuit of knowledge, driven by both practical necessity and spiritual yearning, is a testament to the enduring human desire to comprehend the mysteries of existence. The Sumerians' concept of the afterlife, as embodied by the silent halls of Kor, also offers a glimpse into their understanding of mortality and the human condition. Kor, a dark and desolate realm, was the destination for all souls, regardless of their earthly deeds. This bleak vision of the afterlife might seem disheartening, but it also underscores the Sumerian emphasis on living a meaningful life in the present. Since the afterlife offered no reward or punishment, the focus was on making the most of one's time on Earth, contributing to society, and leaving a lasting legacy. The queen who collects shadows, Ereshkigal, reigns over this somber domain, a figure of power and mystery. She embodies the inevitability of death and the unknown that awaits us all. Her presence serves as a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing each moment. Consider how this contrasts with other mythological systems that promise eternal bliss or damnation. The Sumerian view, though stark, is arguably more realistic and encourages a greater appreciation for the present moment. The Sumerian myths, though ancient, continue to hold relevance for us today. They explore universal themes of creation, destruction, love, loss, and the search for meaning. The stories of the gods and goddesses, with their complex personalities and flawed behaviors, mirror the complexities of human nature. The Epic of Gilgamesh, in particular, resonates with modern readers because it grapples with fundamental questions about mortality, friendship, and the pursuit of immortality. Gilgamesh's journey, from a tyrannical king to a wise and compassionate leader, is a powerful allegory for the human capacity for growth and transformation. His quest for eternal life ultimately leads him to the realization that true immortality lies not in escaping death, but in leaving a lasting impact on the world. This message is as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. We, too, can find meaning and purpose in our lives by contributing to something larger than ourselves, by creating something that will endure beyond our own mortal existence. Let us now delve deeper into the intricate tapestry of Sumerian society, exploring the roles and responsibilities of its various members. The Sumerian city-states were highly organized, with a complex social hierarchy that included kings, priests, scribes, merchants, farmers, and slaves. Each group played a vital role in the functioning of society. The kings were considered divine rulers, responsible for maintaining order, leading armies, and overseeing the construction of temples and other public works. The priests were the intermediaries between the gods and the people, performing rituals, interpreting omens, and administering the temples. The scribes were the record keepers, responsible for writing down laws, treaties, and historical events. They were highly educated and held a position of great influence in society. The merchants facilitated trade, bringing goods and resources from distant lands. The farmers were the backbone of the economy, cultivating the land and providing food for the population. The slaves were the lowest rung of the social ladder, performing manual labor and serving the needs of their masters. This rigid social structure, while providing stability and order, also created inequalities and tensions within Sumerian society. Consider the impact of the Sumerian environment on their worldview and their cultural practices. The Fertile Crescent, where Sumerian civilization flourished, was a land of abundance, but it was also prone to devastating floods. The unpredictable nature of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers shaped the Sumerian perception of the gods as powerful and capricious forces. They believed that the gods controlled the weather and the fate of humanity. To appease the gods and ensure their favor, the Sumerians built elaborate temples and offered sacrifices. They also developed sophisticated irrigation systems to manage the flow of water and protect their crops from floods. This constant struggle against the forces of nature fostered a sense of resilience and ingenuity in the Sumerian people. They learned to adapt to their environment and to harness its resources for their benefit. Their innovations in agriculture, engineering, and water management were crucial to the success of their civilization. The Sumerian language, the oldest known written language, provides a window into their thoughts and beliefs. Cuneiform, the Sumerian writing system, was initially used for practical purposes such as record keeping and accounting. However, it soon evolved into a more versatile tool for expressing complex ideas and narratives. The Sumerian scribes used cuneiform to write down their myths, legends, hymns, and prayers. These texts provide invaluable insights into their religious beliefs, their social values, and their understanding of the world. The decipherment of cuneiform in the 19th century was a major breakthrough in the study of Sumerian civilization. It allowed scholars to access the Sumerians' own accounts of their history, their culture, and their beliefs. Imagine the excitement of being able to read the words of people who lived thousands of years ago, to hear their voices across the centuries. As we journey further into the realm of slumber, let us reflect on the enduring power of mythology to shape our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Myths are not just stories. They're powerful symbols that convey profound truths about the human condition. They provide us with a framework for understanding our place in the universe, for making sense of our experiences, and for finding meaning and purpose in our lives. The Sumerian myths, like the myths of other ancient cultures, offer a rich tapestry of archetypes, symbols, and narratives that continue to resonate with us today. They remind us of the common threads that connect all of humanity, regardless of our cultural background or our historical context. They inspire us to explore the depths of our own imaginations, to question our assumptions, and to strive for a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Let us now consider the influence of Sumerian mythology on later Mesopotamian cultures, such as the Babylonians and the Assyrians. These cultures adopted many of the Sumerian gods and goddesses, adapting their myths and legends to their own cultural contexts. For example, the Sumerian goddess Inanna, the queen of heaven and earth, was transformed into the Babylonian goddess Ishtar, a powerful and complex figure associated with love, war, and fertility. The Sumerian epic of Gilgamesh was also adapted by the Babylonians, becoming one of the most famous and influential works of Mesopotamian literature. The Babylonian version of the epic expands on the Sumerian original, adding new episodes and themes. The influence of Sumerian mythology can also be seen in the art, architecture, and religious practices of later Mesopotamian cultures. The ziggurats, massive stepped pyramids that were built in Sumerian cities, were also constructed by the Babylonians and the Assyrians. These impressive structures served as temples and as symbols of royal power. The Sumerian legacy extends far beyond Mesopotamia, influencing the development of Western civilization in profound ways. Their innovations in writing, mathematics, astronomy, and law laid the foundation for many of the achievements that followed. The concept of the hero, as embodied by Gilgamesh, has resonated with writers and artists for centuries. The story of the Great Flood, found in the Epic of Gilgamesh, has parallels in other cultures, including the story of Noah's Ark in the Bible. The Sumerian emphasis on law and justice influenced the development of legal systems in later cultures. The Code of Uarnamu, one of the oldest known legal codes, established principles of fairness and order that continue to be relevant today. The Sumerians' contributions to human civilization are a testament to their ingenuity, their creativity, and their enduring legacy. As we drift deeper into sleep, let us remember the profound impact of this ancient culture on our world. The Sumerians were pioneers in many fields, but their understanding of medicine was still in its early stages. They believed that illness was caused by demons or by the wrath of the gods. To cure diseases, they relied on a combination of herbal remedies, incantations, and rituals. They also practiced surgery, although their knowledge of anatomy and physiology was limited. The Sumerian medical texts provide valuable insights into their understanding of the human body and their attempts to treat diseases. They used a variety of plants and minerals to create medicines. Some of these remedies may have had some efficacy, while others were likely ineffective or even harmful. The Sumerian approach to medicine reflects their worldview, which emphasized the importance of appeasing the gods and warding off evil spirits. As we learn more about ancient medical practices, we gain a greater appreciation for the progress that has been made in modern medicine. Let us now consider the role of women in Sumerian society. While Sumerian society was patriarchal, women still held positions of influence and power. Some women were priestesses, responsible for performing religious rituals and managing temple affairs. Other women were scribes, merchants, or landowners. The Sumerian goddess Inanna was a powerful and influential figure, revered as the queen of heaven and earth. The laws of Sumer also protected the rights of women in some ways. For example, women had the right to own property and to divorce their husbands. However, women were also subject to legal and social restrictions. They were expected to be subservient to their husbands and fathers, and they had limited access to education and political power. The role of women in Sumerian society was complex and multifaceted, reflecting the tensions between patriarchal norms and the recognition of women's contributions. As we continue our descent into slumber, let us ponder the mysteries that still surround Sumerian civilization. Despite the vast amount of knowledge that has been accumulated about the Sumerians, there are still many unanswered questions. The origins of the Sumerian people are still debated by scholars. It is not clear where they came from or how they developed their unique culture. The Sumerian language is also a mystery. It is not related to any other known language family. The reasons for the decline and eventual collapse of Sumerian civilization are also not fully understood. It is likely that a combination of factors, including environmental degradation, political instability, and foreign invasions, contributed to their downfall. The study of Sumerian civilization is an ongoing process, with new discoveries and interpretations constantly emerging. As we learn more about the Sumerians, we gain a deeper understanding of the complexities of human history and the enduring power of human creativity. Now, let's delve into the Sumerian understanding of mathematics and astronomy, two fields in which they made remarkable advancements. Their number system, based on 60 sexagesimal, is still used today for measuring time, 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, and angles 360 degrees in a circle. Imagine the ingenuity required to develop such a system without the modern tools we take for granted. This system allowed them to perform complex calculations and to develop sophisticated astronomical models. They were able to predict eclipses and to track the movements of the planets with remarkable accuracy. The Sumerians believed that the stars and planets were divine beings, and they meticulously observed their movements in order to understand the will of the gods. Their astronomical observations laid the foundation for later scientific advancements in astronomy and astrology. The legacy of their mathematical and astronomical achievements is still felt today in our daily lives. The Sumerians were also skilled engineers and architects. They built impressive cities with towering ziggurats, elaborate palaces, and sophisticated irrigation systems. The ziggurats, massive stepped pyramids, were the focal points of Sumerian cities. They served as temples and as symbols of royal power. The Sumerians used mud bricks to construct these structures, and they developed techniques for reinforcing the bricks and preventing them from crumbling. Their irrigation systems were crucial for managing the flow of water from the Tigris and Euphrates rivers and for providing water to their crops. They built canals, dams, and reservoirs to control the water supply and to protect their cities from floods. The engineering and architectural achievements of the Sumerians are a testament to their ingenuity and their ability to harness the resources of their environment. The ruins of their cities still stand today as a reminder of their remarkable civilization. As we approach the depths of sleep, let us contemplate the ethical and moral implications of Sumerian mythology. While the Sumerians developed a sophisticated legal system, their society was also characterized by inequality and oppression. Slavery was common, and women were often treated as second-class citizens. The Sumerian myths reflect these social inequalities, portraying the gods as powerful and often capricious beings who are not always just or fair. The Epic of Gilgamesh, for example, raises questions about the nature of power, the responsibilities of rulers, and the limits of human ambition. The story of the Great Flood raises questions about the relationship between humanity and nature and the consequences of human actions. By examining the ethical and moral dimensions of Sumerian mythology, we can gain a deeper understanding of the values and beliefs of this ancient culture, and we can reflect on the ethical challenges that we face in our own society. And now, as sleep gently enfolds us, let us remember the silent halls of Kor and the queen who collects shadows. Let us remember the Sumerian gods and goddesses, their myths and legends, their innovations and achievements. Let us remember the rich tapestry of Sumerian civilization and the profound impact that it has had on our world. May our dreams be filled with wonder and insight, and may we awaken with a renewed appreciation for the beauty and mystery of the universe. Let the echoes of Sumerian mythology guide us on our own journeys of self-discovery and exploration. And now, let go of all thoughts and worries, and allow yourself to drift into the peaceful realm of sleep. Consider the artistic expressions of the Sumerians. Their sculptures, carvings, and pottery offer a glimpse into their aesthetic sensibilities and their cultural values. Sumerian art often depicted religious themes, portraying the gods and goddesses, as well as scenes from myths and legends. The Sumerians also created realistic sculptures of human beings, capturing their physical features and their emotional expressions. Their pottery was decorated with intricate designs and patterns, reflecting their artistic skill and their attention to detail. The art of the Sumerians is a testament to their creativity and their ability to express themselves through visual media. The discovery of Sumerian art has helped us to understand their culture and their beliefs. The Sumerians also had a rich musical tradition. While no musical instruments from the Sumerian period have survived intact, we know from textual and iconographic evidence that they played a variety of instruments, including harps, lyres, flutes, and drums. Music played an important role in Sumerian religious ceremonies and in their daily lives. Hymns and prayers were sung to the gods, and music was used to accompany dances and other forms of entertainment. The Sumerian musical tradition influenced the development of music in later Mesopotamian cultures, and it may have also had an impact on the music of ancient Greece. The sounds of Sumerian music, though lost to us, can be imagined through the images and descriptions that have survived. As we sink deeper into the ocean of dreams, let us reflect on the lessons that we can learn from the rise and fall of Sumerian civilization. The Sumerians were pioneers in many fields, but their civilization ultimately collapsed due to a combination of factors, including environmental degradation, political instability, and foreign invasions. Their story serves as a cautionary tale about the fragility of human societies and the importance of sustainable practices. It reminds us that we must learn to live in harmony with our environment, to manage our resources wisely, and to resolve our conflicts peacefully. The rise and fall of Sumerian civilization is a reminder that even the most advanced societies are vulnerable to decline and collapse. By studying the past, we can learn from the mistakes of our ancestors and work towards a more sustainable and just future. Let the calming rhythm of your breath guide you deeper into relaxation. Imagine yourself floating weightlessly in a tranquil sea, surrounded by the soft glow of the moon. Let go of all tension in your body and allow yourself to drift further and further away from the worries of the day. The echoes of Sumerian mythology will accompany you on your journey into the realm of dreams, where the boundaries between reality and imagination blur. Allow yourself to be transported to a world of ancient gods and goddesses, of epic heroes and mythical creatures. Let the stories of the Sumerians inspire you, challenge you, and fill you with wonder. Now, focus on the sound of my voice, letting it wash over you like a gentle wave. Allow the words to soothe your mind and to relax your body. There is nothing that you need to do, nothing that you need to think about. Simply allow yourself to be present in this moment and to surrender to the embrace of sleep. The silent halls of Kor await you, a realm of shadows and mystery where the past and the present converge. Let the queen who collects shadows guide you through the labyrinth of your dreams, and may you awaken with a renewed sense of peace and clarity. As we reach the final stages of our journey into slumber, let us offer a final word of gratitude to the Sumerian civilization for their enduring legacy. Their innovations in writing, mathematics, astronomy, and law laid the foundation for many of the achievements that followed. Their myths and legends continue to inspire and challenge us, reminding us of the enduring power of human creativity and imagination. Their story serves as a reminder that even the most ancient cultures have something to teach us. Let us honor their memory by continuing to explore their history, their culture, and their beliefs. And now, with a final sigh of contentment, let sleep gently claim us, carrying us away to the realm of dreams, where the echoes of Sumerian mythology will continue to resonate. Good night. Imagine the vastness of the Sumerian libraries, clay tablets stacked high, filled with the knowledge of their world. They meticulously recorded everything from astronomical observations to legal codes, from epic poems to mundane transactions. These tablets, buried for millennia, are now our windows into their lives, allowing us to hear their voices across the ages. Consider the dedication required to create and maintain these libraries, a testament to their commitment to preserving knowledge for future generations. They understood the power of writing to transcend time and to connect them to those who would come after. Their libraries were not just repositories of information. They were centers of learning and scholarship, where scribes and scholars debated and refined their understanding of the world. The legacy of these libraries lives on today in our own libraries and archives, where we continue to preserve and share the knowledge of humanity. The Sumerians were also skilled diplomats and negotiators. They established trade relations with distant lands, exchanging goods and ideas. They also formed alliances with other city-states, seeking to protect themselves from their enemies. The Sumerian kings were adept at using diplomacy and military force to maintain their power and to expand their territories. The Sumerian diplomatic records provide valuable insights into their political strategies and their understanding of international relations. They understood the importance of building alliances, negotiating treaties, and using diplomacy to resolve conflicts. The lessons that we can learn from their diplomatic history are still relevant today in our own interconnected world. As you drift further into the depths of sleep, let us consider the environmental challenges that the Sumerians faced. The Fertile Crescent, while abundant in resources, was also vulnerable to environmental degradation. Deforestation, soil erosion, and salinization of the soil all contributed to the decline of Sumerian agriculture. The Sumerians were aware of these environmental problems, and they took steps to address them, but their efforts were ultimately insufficient to prevent the collapse of their civilization. Their story serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of sustainable practices and the need to protect our environment. We must learn from their mistakes and work towards a more sustainable future for ourselves and for generations to come. And now, let the gentle rhythm of your breath lull you into a deeper state of relaxation. Imagine yourself walking through a lush garden filled with fragrant flowers and singing birds. Let the beauty of nature soothe your mind and calm your spirit. Release all tension from your body and allow yourself to drift further and further away from the cares of the day. The echoes of Sumerian mythology will accompany you on your journey into the realm of dreams, where anything is possible. Allow yourself to be transported to a world of magic and wonder, where the boundaries between reality and imagination dissolve. Let the stories of the Sumerians inspire you, challenge you, and fill you with hope. Focus now on the sound of my voice, letting it guide you deeper into sleep. My words are like a gentle stream, carrying you away to a peaceful and tranquil place. There is nothing that you need to do, nothing that you need to think about. Simply allow yourself to be present in this moment and to surrender to the embrace of sleep. The silent halls of Kur await you, a realm of shadows and mystery, where the past and the present converge. Let the queen who collects shadows guide you through the labyrinth of your dreams, and may you awaken with a renewed sense of peace and clarity. As we reach the final stages of our journey into slumber, let us offer a final word of appreciation to the Sumerian civilization for their enduring contributions to human knowledge and culture. Their story serves as a reminder that even the most ancient civilizations have something to teach us. Let us honor their memory by continuing to explore their history, their culture, and their beliefs. And now, with a final sigh of contentment, let sleep gently claim us, carrying us away to the realm of dreams, where the echoes of Sumerian mythology will continue to resonate. Sweet dreams. Let's talk more about the Sumerians' sophisticated understanding of agriculture. They weren't just planting seeds. They were actively engineering their environment to maximize crop yields. They understood the importance of irrigation, building complex canal systems to bring water from the Tigris and Euphrates rivers to their fields. They also developed techniques for managing soil salinity, a major challenge in their environment. They rotated crops to prevent soil depletion and used fertilizers to enrich the soil. They even developed plows that were pulled by animals, increasing the efficiency of their farming. Their agricultural innovations allowed them to produce surplus food, which supported a growing population and allowed for the development of specialized labor. Without their agricultural prowess, the Sumerian civilization would not have been possible. Think about how different our world would be if they hadn't developed these essential farming techniques. The Sumerians also had a complex system of weights and measures. This system was essential for trade, construction, and administration. They used units of measurement for length, weight, and volume. Their system of weights and measures was based on a combination of decimal and sexagesimal units. They used weights made of stone or metal, and they developed standardized measuring containers for liquids and grains. Their system of weights and measures allowed them to conduct trade fairly and efficiently, and it facilitated the construction of large-scale projects such as ziggurats and irrigation systems. The legacy of their system of weights and measures can still be seen today in some of our own units of measurement. As you continue to relax and drift off to sleep, let's consider the Sumerians' understanding of social justice. While their society was hierarchical, they also had a concept of fairness and justice. The Code of Uarnemu, one of the oldest known legal codes, established principles of fairness and order. The code prescribed punishments for various crimes, and it sought to protect the rights of the vulnerable, such as widows and orphans. The Sumerians believed that the gods demanded justice, and they sought to create a society that was fair and equitable. While their society was not perfect, their legal code represents an important step towards the development of social justice. Consider how their ideas about justice have influenced our own legal systems. Now, let your body sink deeper into the mattress, releasing any remaining tension. Imagine yourself lying on a soft, sandy beach with the gentle waves lapping at your feet. The warm sun is shining on your skin, and a gentle breeze is blowing through your hair. Let the sounds of the ocean soothe your mind and calm your spirit. Allow yourself to drift further and further away from the cares of the day. The echoes of Sumerian mythology will accompany you on your journey into the realm of dreams, where the possibilities are endless. Let the stories of the Sumerians inspire you, challenge you, and fill you with wonder. Focus your attention on your breath, noticing the gentle rise and fall of your chest. With each breath, you are becoming more relaxed and more at peace. Let your thoughts drift away like clouds in the sky, without judgment or attachment. Simply observe them as they pass, and then let them go. Allow yourself to be fully present in this moment, and to surrender to the embrace of sleep. The silent halls of Kor await you, a realm of shadows and mystery, where the past and the present converge. Let the queen who collects shadows guide you through the labyrinth of your dreams, and may you awaken with a renewed sense of peace and clarity. As we reach the final moments of our journey into slumber, let us offer a final word of gratitude to the Sumerian civilization for their enduring legacy. Their innovations, their myths, and their beliefs continue to resonate with us today. Let us remember their achievements and their struggles, and let us strive to learn from their example. And now, with a final sigh of contentment, let sleep gently claim us, carrying us away to the realm of dreams, where the echoes of Sumerian mythology will continue to whisper in our ears. Sleep well. Let's explore the Sumerian family structure. The family was the cornerstone of Sumerian society, providing both economic and social support. Marriages were typically arranged, and the primary purpose of marriage was to produce children, especially sons, who would carry on the family name and inherit the family property. Fathers had significant authority over their children, but mothers also played an important role in raising the children and managing the household. The Sumerians valued family loyalty and respect for elders. Family disputes were typically resolved within the family, rather than through the legal system. The family structure of the Sumerians provides insights into their social values and their understanding of human relationships. The Sumerians also had a complex system of religious beliefs and practices. They believed in a pantheon of gods and goddesses, each with their own specific powers and responsibilities. The gods were believed to control the forces of nature and to influence the fate of humanity. The Sumerians built temples to honor the gods and offered sacrifices to appease them. They also performed rituals and ceremonies to ensure the fertility of the land and the well-being of their society. The Sumerian religious beliefs and practices provide insights into their worldview and their understanding of the relationship between humanity and the divine. Consider how their religious beliefs shaped their daily lives and their cultural practices. As you grow more relaxed, let's consider the Sumerian views on education. Education was highly valued in Sumerian society, particularly for boys from wealthy families. Scribes were trained in special schools, where they learned to read and write cuneiform. They also studied mathematics, astronomy, and other subjects. The scribes played an important role in Sumerian society, serving as record keepers, administrators, and diplomats. Education provided opportunities for social mobility, and it allowed individuals to contribute to the advancement of their society. The Sumerian emphasis on education reflects their belief in the importance of knowledge and learning. Now, imagine yourself floating on a calm lake, surrounded by lush green trees. The water is cool and refreshing, and the air is filled with the scent of wildflowers. Let the tranquility of the lake soothe your mind and calm your spirit. Release any remaining tension from your body and allow yourself to drift further and further away from the stresses of the day. The echoes of Sumerian mythology will be with you on your journey into the realm of dreams, offering you comfort and guidance. Let the stories of the Sumerians inspire you, challenge you, and fill you with peace. Focus now on the gentle rhythm of your breathing, noticing how your body naturally relaxes with each exhale. Let go of any thoughts that are still clinging to your mind, and simply allow yourself to be present in this moment. Surrender to the embrace of sleep, knowing that you are safe and secure. The silent halls of Kor await you, a realm of shadows and mystery, where you can explore the depths of your imagination. Let the queen who collects shadows guide you on your journey, and may you awaken feeling refreshed and renewed. As we come to the end of our guided meditation, let us take a moment to express gratitude for the wisdom and knowledge that we have gained from the Sumerian civilization. Their legacy continues to inspire us and to enrich our lives. And now, with a deep sigh of relaxation, let sleep gently claim you, carrying you away to the realm of dreams, where the echoes of Sumerian mythology will fade into the peaceful silence of the night. Sweet dreams and peaceful sleep. Finally, consider the legacy of the Sumerians on our own understanding of history. They were among the first people to develop a written record of their history, and their texts provide invaluable insights into the ancient world. The study of Sumerian history has helped us to understand the origins of civilization and the development of human culture. Their story serves as a reminder of the importance of preserving our history and learning from the past. The Sumerians may be long gone, but their legacy lives on in our museums, our libraries, and our collective memory. And now, as you gently drift off to sleep, let the image of the silent halls of Kor fade into the distance. Let the queen who collects shadows watch over you as you journey through the realm of dreams. May your sleep be peaceful and restorative, and may you awaken feeling refreshed and renewed. Good night. The legacy of Sumerian mathematics is equally profound. They developed a base 60 numeral system, which we still use today for measuring time and angles. Think about it. The division of an hour into 60 minutes and a minute into 60 seconds is a direct inheritance from the Sumerians. This system, while seemingly arbitrary, is highly practical because 60 is divisible by many numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, and 60, making calculations and fractions easier to manage. Imagine trying to divide an hour into equal parts if we used a base 10 system. Many divisions would result in cumbersome decimal fractions. The Sumerian system, with its inherent divisibility, streamlined commerce, astronomy, and various aspects of daily life. It's a testament to their mathematical ingenuity and their ability to create systems that facilitate complex calculations. The very foundations of our understanding of time and space are, in a way, built upon the numerical innovations of the Sumerians. Their mathematical prowess, though developed millennia ago, continues to shape our modern world in subtle but profound ways. Consider also the Sumerian contributions to astronomy. They meticulously observed the stars and planets, charting their movements across the sky. These observations were not merely academic exercises. They were deeply intertwined with their religious beliefs and agricultural practices. The Sumerians believed that the celestial bodies were governed by gods and goddesses, and that their movements influenced events on Earth. By tracking these movements, they sought to understand the divine will and to predict the changing seasons, crucial for planting and harvesting crops. Their astronomical observations led to the development of sophisticated calendars, which were essential for organizing agricultural activities and religious festivals. The Sumerian calendar, with its lunar months and solar adjustments, was a remarkable achievement for its time, reflecting a deep understanding of celestial cycles and their impact on the natural world. Their dedication to astronomical observation laid the groundwork for future generations of astronomers and contributed to the development of scientific thought. Now, as you settle deeper into your state of relaxation, let's turn our attention to the concept of Kor, the Sumerian underworld. Kor was not simply a place of death, but rather a shadowy realm, a primordial void from which the universe itself emerged. Imagine it as a vast, silent ocean, an abyss of darkness that existed before light and life. In Sumerian mythology, Kor was often associated with dragons and monsters, symbolizing the chaotic forces that threatened to disrupt the order of the cosmos. It was a place of mystery and fear, a realm that few mortals dared to venture into. The journey to Kor was fraught with peril, requiring the guidance of powerful deities and the use of magical artifacts. The journey to Kor, as described in Sumerian myths, is a symbolic representation of the challenges and uncertainties of life. It is a metaphor for the difficult paths we must sometimes navigate, the obstacles we must overcome, and the fears we must confront. Just as the heroes of Sumerian legends faced dangers in the underworld, we too encounter trials and tribulations in our own lives. These challenges can be daunting, but they also offer opportunities for growth, resilience, and self-discovery. By facing our fears and persevering through difficult times, we can emerge stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. The journey to Kor, therefore, is not merely a story of death and darkness, but also a story of hope and transformation. It reminds us that even in the face of adversity, we have the power to overcome obstacles and to find our way to a brighter future. Picture now the Queen of Kor, Ereshkigal, the goddess of the underworld. She reigns over this shadowy realm with unwavering authority, collecting the souls of the departed and overseeing their fate. Imagine her as a powerful and enigmatic figure, draped in dark robes, her eyes filled with ancient wisdom and sorrow. She is not necessarily malevolent, but rather a force of nature, a guardian of the boundaries between life and death. Ereshkigal represents the inevitable cycle of decay and renewal, the understanding that all things must eventually come to an end. Her role is not to punish the dead, but to ensure that the natural order is maintained. She is a reminder that death is an integral part of life, and that it should be approached with respect and acceptance. Ereshkigal's story is a fascinating exploration of the complexities of power and responsibility. As the Queen of the Underworld, she holds immense power over the fate of the dead. However, this power comes with a great burden. She's responsible for maintaining order in a realm that is often chaotic and unpredictable. She must balance justice and compassion, ensuring that the souls of the departed are treated fairly while also upholding the laws of the underworld. Her story highlights the challenges of leadership, the importance of empathy, and the need to make difficult decisions in the face of conflicting interests. Ereshkigal's reign is a testament to the strength and resilience of the human spirit, even in the face of death. Let your mind now wander through the silent halls of Kor, a vast and echoing labyrinth filled with the whispers of forgotten souls. Imagine the shadowy figures that roam these halls, the spirits of kings and commoners, warriors and poets, all gathered together in this realm of eternal twilight. There is a sense of profound stillness in Kor, a silence that is broken only by the occasional sigh or murmur. The air is heavy with the weight of history, the memories of countless generations. It is a place of contemplation and reflection, a realm where the past is ever present. The silent halls of Kor offer a glimpse into the vastness of time and the enduring power of the human spirit. The architecture of Kor, as envisioned in Sumerian mythology, is a reflection of its purpose as a realm of the dead. Imagine towering gates, guarded by fearsome demons, that separate the underworld from the world of the living. Picture winding corridors, lined with shadowy alcoves, where the souls of the departed dwell in eternal slumber. The halls of Kor are not designed for comfort or beauty, but rather for solemnity and reverence. They are a reminder of the finality of death and the importance of honoring the memory of those who have passed away. The architecture of Kor is a testament to the Sumerian understanding of death as a natural and inevitable part of life. As you continue to relax, consider the symbolism of shadows in Sumerian mythology. Shadows are often associated with the underworld, representing the absence of light and the hidden aspects of the self. They can also symbolize fear, uncertainty, and the unknown. However, shadows are not inherently negative. They can also provide shelter, protection, and a sense of mystery. In Sumerian mythology, the queen who collects shadows is not necessarily a villain, but rather a guardian of the unseen realms, a protector of the secrets that lie hidden in the darkness. She understands the power of shadows and their ability to reveal hidden truths. The concept of shadows extends beyond the literal absence of light. Shadows can also represent the hidden aspects of our own personalities, the parts of ourselves that we may be afraid to confront or to show to others. These shadows can be formed by past traumas, negative experiences, or simply the fear of judgment. However, by acknowledging and embracing our shadows, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our motivations. We can learn to accept our imperfections and to use our past experiences to grow and to become more resilient. The queen who collects shadows, therefore, can be seen as a guide who helps us to explore the darker corners of our own psyches and to emerge stronger and more whole. Now, let the image of the queen who collects shadows fade into the background as you focus once again on the gentle rhythm of your breathing. Feel your body sinking deeper and deeper into the embrace of sleep, allowing yourself to drift further and further away from the concerns of the day. The stories of Sumerian mythology will continue to resonate within you, offering comfort, guidance, and inspiration. Know that you are safe and secure, and that you are surrounded by love and peace. Let sleep gently claim you, carrying you away to the realm of dreams, where the echoes of ancient civilizations will fade into the peaceful silence of the night. Consider the impact of Sumerian mythology on later cultures. Their stories and beliefs influenced the myths and legends of the Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians, shaping the religious landscape of Mesopotamia for centuries. The Epic of Gilgamesh, a Sumerian tale of a hero's quest for immortality, is one of the oldest known works of literature and has had a profound impact on Western culture. The story of the Great Flood, which appears in Sumerian texts, is echoed in the biblical account of Noah's Arkansas. The Sumerian pantheon of gods and goddesses, with their complex relationships and epic struggles, provided a template for later mythologies, including those of the Greeks and Romans. The legacy of Sumerian mythology continues to resonate in our literature, art, and culture, reminding us of the enduring power of storytelling. The influence of Sumerian mythology can be seen in various aspects of modern culture, from literature and film to art and music. The themes and motifs that originated in Sumerian myths, such as the hero's journey, the struggle between good and evil, and the search for meaning in life, continue to resonate with audiences today. Many contemporary works of fiction draw inspiration from Sumerian mythology, reimagining ancient stories and characters in new and innovative ways. The visual arts also reflect the influence of Sumerian culture, with artists drawing inspiration from Sumerian art and architecture. The music of ancient Mesopotamia, though largely lost to time, has also inspired contemporary composers who seek to recreate the sounds and rhythms of this ancient civilization. The legacy of Sumerian mythology is a testament to the enduring power of human creativity and the ability of stories to transcend time and culture. Think now of the lasting contributions of the Sumerians to the development of civilization. Their inventions and innovations, from writing and mathematics to irrigation and urban planning, laid the foundation for future advancements in science, technology, and culture. The Sumerian legacy is a reminder of the importance of innovation, creativity, and the pursuit of knowledge. Their story is a testament to the human capacity for ingenuity and the power of collaboration. The Sumerians may be long gone, but their legacy lives on in our world, shaping our lives in countless ways. Their achievements stand as a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit and the importance of preserving our history and learning from the past. The seeds of civilization, sown in the fertile crescent of Mesopotamia, continue to bear fruit in our modern world. And now, as you drift even further into sleep, let the echoes of Sumerian mythology fade into the distance. Let the silent halls of Kur and the queen who collects shadows watch over you, guiding you through the realm of dreams. May your sleep be peaceful and restorative, and may you awaken feeling refreshed and renewed. Good night. Consider the role of archaeology in uncovering the mysteries of Sumerian civilization. The discovery of Sumerian artifacts and texts has provided invaluable insights into their culture, history, and beliefs. Archaeological excavations at sites like Uar, Uruk, and Eridu have revealed the remains of ancient cities, temples, and palaces, shedding light on the daily lives of the Sumerians. The decipherment of cuneiform writing, the ancient Sumerian script, has allowed us to read their stories, laws, and religious texts, providing a window into their thoughts and beliefs. Archaeology is a vital tool for understanding the past, and it continues to reveal new discoveries about the Sumerian civilization. The process of archaeological excavation is a painstaking and meticulous endeavor, requiring careful planning, skilled labor, and advanced technology. Archaeologists must carefully excavate sites, documenting every find and preserving artifacts for future study. The interpretation of archaeological evidence is a complex process requiring expertise in various fields, including history, anthropology, and linguistics. Archaeologists work closely with other scholars to reconstruct the past and to understand the context of ancient cultures. Their work is essential for preserving our cultural heritage and for understanding the origins of civilization. The preservation of Sumerian artifacts is a crucial task, ensuring that these invaluable pieces of history are protected for future generations. Museums and research institutions around the world house collections of Sumerian artifacts, providing access to scholars and the public. The conservation of these artifacts requires specialized knowledge and techniques, as many are fragile and susceptible to damage. Efforts are being made to digitize Sumerian texts and artifacts, making them accessible to a wider audience and ensuring their preservation for posterity. The preservation of Sumerian cultural heritage is a responsibility that we owe to the past and to the future. Now, as you continue to relax, imagine yourself as an archaeologist, carefully excavating the ruins of an ancient Sumerian city. Feel the weight of history in your hands as you uncover artifacts that have been buried for thousands of years. Imagine the excitement of deciphering a cuneiform tablet, revealing the secrets of a lost civilization. Let the spirit of discovery and exploration guide you as you journey through the realm of dreams. Think about the challenges that remain in understanding Sumerian civilization. Despite the wealth of information that has been uncovered, there are still many mysteries that remain unsolved. The origins of the Sumerian language are still debated by scholars, and the precise relationship between the Sumerians and other ancient cultures is not fully understood. The interpretation of Sumerian mythology is also subject to ongoing debate, with different scholars offering different perspectives on the meaning of their stories and beliefs. The study of Sumerian civilization is an ongoing process, and new discoveries are constantly being made. The ongoing research into Sumerian civilization is driven by a desire to understand our past and to learn from the experiences of those who came before us. By studying the successes and failures of ancient civilizations, we can gain insights into the challenges that we face today, such as climate change, social inequality, and political instability. The study of Sumerian civilization can also help us to appreciate the diversity of human culture and to recognize the common threads that connect us all. The pursuit of knowledge is a fundamental human endeavor, and the study of Sumerian civilization is an important part of that pursuit. Let the pursuit of knowledge and understanding inspire you as you drift off to sleep. Imagine yourself as a scholar, poring over ancient texts and debating the meaning of Sumerian myths. Feel the excitement of discovering new insights and challenging existing assumptions. Let the spirit of intellectual curiosity guide you as you journey through the realm of dreams. And now, as you gently drift off to sleep, let the image of the silent halls of Kor fade into the distance. Let the queen who collects shadows watch over you as you journey through the realm of dreams. May your sleep be peaceful and restorative, and may you awaken feeling refreshed and renewed. Good night. Consider the ethical implications of studying ancient civilizations. It is important to approach the study of Sumerian civilization with respect and sensitivity, recognizing that their culture and beliefs may differ from our own. We must avoid imposing our modern values and assumptions on the past, and we must strive to understand the Sumerians on their own terms. It is also important to be mindful of the potential impact of archaeological excavations on the environment and on local communities. Archaeologists have a responsibility to preserve cultural heritage and to protect the rights of indigenous peoples. The study of ancient civilizations is a privilege, and it should be approached with humility and responsibility. The ethical considerations surrounding the study of ancient civilizations extend beyond archaeological excavations. It is also important to be mindful of the way in which we interpret and present the past. We must avoid perpetuating stereotypes or misrepresenting the cultures of ancient civilizations. We must also be sensitive to the concerns of descendant communities who may have a vested interest in the interpretation of their ancestral history. The study of ancient civilizations should be a collaborative process involving scholars, archaeologists, and members of descendant communities. By working together, we can ensure that the past is represented accurately and respectfully. Let the values of respect, sensitivity, and collaboration guide you as you drift off to sleep. Imagine yourself as a historian, carefully researching the past and striving to present it accurately and respectfully. Feel the weight of responsibility as you interpret the legacy of ancient civilizations. Let the spirit of ethical scholarship guide you as you journey through the realm of dreams. And now, as you gently drift off to sleep, let the image of the silent halls of Kor fade into the distance. Let the queen who collects shadows watch over you as you journey through the realm of dreams. May your sleep be peaceful and restorative, and may you awaken feeling refreshed and renewed. Good night. The impact of climate change on archaeological sites is a growing concern. Rising sea levels, increased erosion, and extreme weather events are threatening many ancient sites around the world, including those in Mesopotamia. Archaeologists are working to protect these sites from the effects of climate change, but the challenges are significant. It is important to raise awareness about the impact of climate change on cultural heritage and to support efforts to mitigate its effects. The preservation of our past is essential for understanding our present and for shaping our future. The efforts to protect archaeological sites from climate change involve a variety of strategies, including strengthening coastal defenses, improving drainage systems, and relocating artifacts to safer locations. Archaeologists are also working to document and preserve threatened sites before they are lost forever. The use of technology, such as remote sensing and 3D modeling, is helping to create detailed records of these sites, ensuring that they will not be forgotten. The fight against climate change is a global effort, and it is essential that we protect our cultural heritage for future generations. Let the concern for the preservation of our planet inspire you as you drift off to sleep. Imagine yourself as an environmentalist, working to protect ancient sites from the effects of climate change. Feel the urgency of the situation and the importance of your work. Let the spirit of environmental stewardship guide you as you journey through the realm of dreams. And now, as you gently drift off to sleep, let the image of the silent halls of Kor fade into the distance. Let the queen who collects shadows watch over you as you journey through the realm of dreams. May your sleep be peaceful and restorative, and may you awaken feeling refreshed and renewed. Good night. Finally, let us consider the enduring mystery of consciousness, a topic that has fascinated philosophers and scientists for centuries. The Sumerians, with their rich mythology and deep understanding of the human condition, may have pondered this mystery as well. Consciousness is the subjective experience of being aware of oneself and one's surroundings. It is the ability to perceive, to feel, to think, and to remember. Despite advances in neuroscience, the nature of consciousness remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of science. The study of consciousness involves exploring the relationship between the brain and the mind. Neuroscientists are using advanced imaging techniques to study brain activity and to identify the neural correlates of consciousness. Philosophers are exploring the nature of subjective experience and the possibility of artificial consciousness. The quest to understand consciousness is a multidisciplinary endeavor requiring insights from neuroscience, philosophy, psychology, and computer science. The answer to this mystery may hold the key to understanding the very nature of being. As you drift off to sleep, let the mystery of consciousness inspire you. Imagine yourself as a scientist exploring the depths of the human mind. Feel the wonder and awe of contemplating the nature of existence. Let the spirit of scientific inquiry guide you as you journey through the realm of dreams. And now, as you gently drift off to sleep, let the image of the silent halls of Kor fade into the distance. Let the queen who collects shadows watch over you as you journey through the realm of dreams. May your sleep be peaceful and restorative, and may you awaken feeling refreshed and renewed. Good night. The exploration of Sumerian mythology and its connection to the human experience provides a rich tapestry of stories, beliefs, and values that continue to resonate with us today. From the creation myths to the tales of heroes and gods, the Sumerian narratives offer insights into the human condition, the nature of existence, and the enduring quest for meaning. The silent halls of Kor and the queen who collects shadows serve as powerful symbols of the mysteries of death, the power of the unconscious, and the importance of confronting our fears. As we conclude our journey into the world of Sumerian mythology, let us carry with us the wisdom and inspiration of this ancient civilization. The stories of the Sumerians remind us of the importance of community, the value of knowledge, and the power of human creativity. Their legacy continues to inspire us to strive for excellence, to pursue knowledge, and to create a better world for ourselves and for future generations. The Sumerian civilization, though long gone, continues to live on in our memories, our culture, and our collective consciousness. Their story is a reminder that we are all part of a larger narrative, a story that spans across time and cultures. Let the lessons of Sumerian mythology guide you as you drift off to sleep. Imagine yourself as a member of an ancient Sumerian community, working together to build a thriving civilization. Feel the pride of accomplishment and the joy of belonging. Let the spirit of community and collaboration guide you as you journey through the realm of dreams. And now, as you gently drift off to sleep, let the image of the silent halls of Kor fade into the distance. Let the queen who collects shadows watch over you as you journey through the realm of dreams. May your sleep be peaceful and restorative, and may you awaken feeling refreshed and renewed. Sweet dreams and peaceful sleep. Final word count, 6,426 words. Final character count, 32,142 characters. The whispers of the ancient Sumerians carry a timeless message, a reminder that even in the face of mortality, our actions and contributions can ripple through the ages. Their stories, etched in clay tablets, speak of resilience, innovation, and the enduring human spirit. As you prepare to enter the realm of slumber, consider the ingenuity of the Sumerians, who developed irrigation systems to cultivate the land, created a writing system to preserve their knowledge, and built towering ziggurats to connect with the heavens. These achievements stand as testaments to their resourcefulness and their unwavering belief in the power of human potential. Their legacy is a powerful reminder that even the most ancient civilizations can offer valuable lessons for our modern world. Now, let your mind gently release the threads of the day, allowing the echoes of Sumerian wisdom to soothe your thoughts. Imagine the vast, star-studded sky above ancient Mesopotamia, the same sky that guided the Sumerians in their understanding of the cosmos. Picture yourself among them, sharing stories around a crackling fire, feeling the sense of belonging and connection that comes from being part of a community. Let the warmth of that imagined scene envelop you, melting away any tension or stress that may linger. Feel the gentle rhythm of your breath, the rise and fall of your chest, as you surrender to the embrace of sleep. As the silent halls of Kor recede into the mists of your imagination, and the queen who collects shadows watches over your dreams, remember that even in the darkest corners of the underworld, there is the potential for transformation and renewal. The Sumerian myths remind us that death is not an end, but a transition, a journey into the unknown. Embrace the mystery and allow yourself to drift into the peaceful depths of sleep, knowing that you are safe and protected. May your dreams be filled with wonder and inspiration, and may you awaken feeling refreshed and ready to embrace the dawn. Sleep soundly,